Okay, hello guys. We are live suddenly. Suddenly we are live. So we have stuff to talk about actually. Not normal stuff. Uh, stuff. Okay. Let's start with everything. Start with everything. Mm, we can start with what? With a fire camp. You know the fire camp in the night. It used to be someone uh, awake at the fire camp. Yeah, but then there is not only night, there is night. What do you know about night and not night? Do you only know that two stuff? Like light, night. Because what if after night? What if after night there is light? But not really light. It doesn't call itself light. It's call itself flight. Nice. Nice. Guys, talking about the pyramid, do you know when you want to take a picture? Uh, what best photographers used to do? What the best photographers used to do? They used to not care about every single picture they take. They don't care about every single picture they take because they have a lot of pictures. They have their own camera and they can take as much picture as want. And then if one succeeded, they share it to the public. But what if you care about every single photo? And every single photo should be serious important. How could it be serious important? I don't understand. Can it be serious important? No. You just say it's a photo. Okay, what if every single photo is important to be important? Then then you have to know what you have to know what's important for you. Yeah, what is important for you? Okay. Let's be unappropriate. Let's talk about something I never talked about. Let's break secrets, guys. Um let's embarrass ourselves. Okay, what if I suddenly find myself in front of a microphone where I should stay important. Can you stay important in front of microphone in front of a lot of people? I don't know, guys. You can maybe say yes. Uh, It depends on where you raised and what your perspective of the people you watch. Yeah, the people who listen to. What is their perspective? What is their perspective? Maybe their perspective is this is boring. Then they disappear. But if their perspective was much more harder, mm, nobody cares, guys. Okay, how to be important. How to be important. Okay, so we have the perspective of the people behind the camera. It's important, maybe I guess, for you to know the perspective, because you know your target, where your target is. Yes, where is your target? So you try to just imagine the population that you are focusing on focusing on at, focusing at, and in that way you can also still important by focusing on yourself, being as helpful as you could. Okay, this is something. Scrolling back in time, we was focusing on, we was forgetting totally almost, or not caring, even though sometimes we cared that that we are stalked. How can people take videos? How can people take videos and stuff? Okay, anyway, I should not be annoyed. It does actually make annoying because I feel it stopped the progress. Okay, so if it stopped the progress of my own flower opening season, but at the same time, sometimes I really want everyone to catch the knowledge I got. Then why not digging deep into this section? Okay, how can we dig deep in this section? First of all, why we don't cry before we dig that? Why we don't like to cry or being angry or stuff like that? Because we don't because you lose it. When you laugh, let's say you have a lot of ideas in diction in front of your arms, and you laughed or you got angry or some idea made you focus a lot on it, where you lose the multitasking of your RAM, however it is, if it was 1 cup of coffee RAM or 2 cup of coffee RAM, whatever, how much RAMs do you have with your chicken nuggets, no matter what it is. So I don't care, guys. No, I don't care. Yes, I don't care. But to be honest, I do care. I do care. So he was talking about uh, mm, opening, being open in front, behind the camera, perspective, and how you fix that. Actually, if you really manage to focus, manage to block the I don't care method, I don't care method, because when you don't care, I don't care method. Yeah, if you manage to block the I don't care method, uh, so you should care sometimes. Mm, so yeah, how to make how to not lose your processors at RAM. Um, yeah, it's where you still hold the ideas. Let's say you have an idea here and you made a jumping thought, and then out of that you made a jumping thought. You talk about the jumping thought where you are holding in your fucking memory the thought that you are going to get back to. But if right there made a jumping thought where where in that thought you had a lot of other a lot of ideologies to share while you are talking about this thought. This thought can, while it's going on the process, you probably catch more ideas to talk about this while you are holding them in your mind to get back into them. Because the audience, they listen to you, they follow the guideline you are uh, making. So if you forget to get back, they will just feel they will just feel uncompleted video where message or presentation where it's finished, started and finished with not so clear image, if clear should be clear. But let's say there you started to cry, or whatever it is, or whatever it could be anything. It could be that you suddenly catch a lot of other thoughts where you don't recognize that, but it still happened, like blowing, like having a blowjob in your rams. Cause please tell me, guys, what happened when you when you cannot control your symptoms of stimulations. Yeah. So I don't know about. I don't care about Ang. He should have everything. I don't care. I don't care. He should have everything. Yeah, he should have everything, guys. If you care, if I want you to care. So we get back to the thought we have to focus on. Yeah, yes. I guess we have to wait because some people need some roulette. Yeah, and then we have how to make how to how to let's break that down first. Can we still talk while we are having more stuff? Yeah, we can. So, how to make the perfect presentation? The perfect presentation. If I want to make it for myself, the perfect presentation. It's like the idea doesn't matter. Yes, it does. How to make the perfect presentation. So, you don't make it serious. You don't make it serious. While you don't make it serious, you don't care about people watching. While you don't care about people watching, you maybe make some secret out. While you are making some secret out, you have to remember that there is people watching. So the secret should not be so much out. But then there is nothing secret because there is people watching. But then, um, but then, um, you, you remember that you remember that you are taking a lot of picture for people. It's like you're making a lot of picture for people. Mm. And one of them managed to be fixed. So yes, how to make the perfect presentation is to not is to hold all your thoughts. I don't know. Did we ever made a video for the people? It's like yes, we are making a huge humongous for the people. But did we on the progress made a little trailer? I guess maybe. Cause how many times should it take to make? I don't know. Or should it be that the humongous we are making is focusing on ourselves, focusing on. It's like you focus on only yourself, only yourself. You don't care about other people. It's like you don't care about the sun, the moon, only planet Earth. Well, we still have to. But we have. But yes, if planet Earth could finally take care of itself, its own self, then I think you can just be surprised on the street where the stuff happened. So he was going to discover the real reason about people about about yeah, being yourself in front of the perspective of the audience behind the camera, the perspective of the audience behind the camera, because it's very important about the perspective of the audience behind the camera. Can you please stop laughing at genius stuff where it could have a space? Okay. Yes, we actually was on a party where it was a lot of Yeah, yeah. So a fire camp, man, should actually please be, no matter what perspective is, you like, you don't like, you want, you don't want. I don't do stuff where I sometimes want. Sometimes, okay, sometimes, mm, you go to the gym, guys, and you be so tired the next day and in the same day because you want to make muscles for your for the audience that to like you maybe, or for your wife. She really want to have. Yes, I don't care about the size of your dick. I care about how the efficiency. What is the efficiency you can make at the bed? I wanna see results. So yes, if you don't like to go to the gym and you don't like to feel pain and you don't like to quit sugar, it doesn't mean you don't like sugar. Who doesn't like sugar? Find me one person that uh, didn't try it. Sugar. I don't know. It's actually there is people who doesn't like sugar. I swear. I think I swear. There is sometimes there is stuff where I can. What I'm thinking about right now is the differences between a very relaxation massage underneath the sun on the sand, the warm sand, where you can barely hear the ocean because it's so calm, and the birds. There is some birds above you, and the massage is so soft, so kind, and it's so warm. Yeah. Do you think? And you had a really hard job yesterday, and your muscles, your body just want to relax. Yeah, where you are just tired, so much tired. Your bones screaming, please, I want warm sand with relaxation. Yeah, that feeling could could be as similar as the other feeling where you don't like to have sex. Sex so relaxation, so calm. It's a, it's a feeling where you never felt as this relaxed in a very long time. Then you don't care about, you don't want to have sex. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, you can have sex with your wife if you want after going back from the gym because you already are energized. You still energized. But why you go to the gym? Why you quit sugar? Nobody doesn't like sugar, guys. Everyone likes sugar. Sometimes. But why you didn't go to the gym? Why you do to go to the gym? Why you feel pain? Because you want to bring result to your fucking house. And why you want to bring result to your fucking house? Why you feel all this pain and stuff like that? Because yes, you saw your pretty wife vagina is so bored of having a party time with a lot of liquid inside of it, and you really, really, really wish to make it wet. That's it. You really want to make it wet. Going back, yeah, so it does work about the perspective behind the camera. And focus on yourself where you took the very big stuff and making yourself catching the raw method. Another thing you have to think about in the presentation is that no matter what happened inside of the presentation, no matter how bad it goes, you don't simulate it as bad. You still work on it as it is, because the video, no matter what it is, no matter how it goes, it's always a reason for something to the audience. I could do anything. I could bleed from my nose. While I'm breathing from my nose, I don't close the camera. I focus. I try to catch what after that bleeding is. But after that I bleed. Okay, should I bring the camera? Should I make video about it, or should I just close the video? You making you conscious about every single stuff you do. That it's important. It's very important, guys. It's like important. It's more important than you ever felt before. It's very important. I cannot lie to you. Not now, because it's not today anyway. So the first step, the steps we was talking about. Yeah, if you focus on if we change the perspective where we don't really see that we are making a video for a lot of people, if we change that perspective to the perspective if where there is really people are there, and we just need to fix the perspective where our target audience are. That's one. Two, you don't miss out of anything you do, no matter how crazy, not crazy, stuff like that. No matter what it is. Yeah. Step 3. You should always be ready to be surprised of your own video after closing it and watch it again. It's like you it's, it's always happened stuff after shooting your shot from your camera. It's good. Can you put a camera? Some people really want to make a camera have its own size. Oh my god. It's like I never thought about that. I think it's only stuff where guys used to have. Anyway, the last one. It was a lot of stuff to talk about. Uh, uh, yeah, the idea. Yeah, on the last one, the video, the while you are talking, the video should be. Yeah, you can try while you are making the video. You can try to put it with more spicy stuff. It's like what happened with me lately. Is that I couldn't put spicy because I didn't. What I mean by that, I making video almost a documentary for me, while I try to remember stuff for my own journey instead of trying to focus on that the perfect. It's like what if I suddenly wanted to focus on the first step, which is ignoring my own personality. Can you ignore your own personality? It's like yes, we talked about Ang. We talked about Ang where you don't bring your own emotions. You don't. You are making presentation. Well, while the presentation is having its own presentation, it's very hard to. It's like you can laugh, you cannot laugh, but only if you know what to do. So we don't bring our own imagination, our own stuff. So what if I try to take the first step while I really can put spicy at the same time where I personally the man behind there is people behind the camera, there is a mind behind the presentation where your presentation should not be disturbed by you laughing at you, by someone laughing at your own jokes for his own sake. It's like what if I made a joke, okay? Well, it's like making a joke when you make a joke, you can laugh a lot before you say it, and people will say yes, why is he laughing? Or you can just say the joke and you look at them, and you wait for the laugh, and it become more beautiful if you don't laugh at it. So that's how you make a good presentation. So uh, the spicy, the spicy stuff is where while you are making your presentation, you try to put spicy on it. Spicy on it where you imagine, while people imagine where stuff should go. Then the second stuff, if you made any mistake while you think it's a mistake, you you don't stress out or do any other dimensional thought about it. Instead, you acknowledge it as a part of your imagination. The third step is where you use an ang method, because the first step was spicy, the second step was mistakes are no mistakes, and the third step is where ang is trying not to laugh at your imagination. Trying not to make so much emotion where it could disturb the imagination. Even if you do that, you could acknowledge it as mistake or no mistake. It's like it's a winning video, because it's your own art. You imagine whatever you want. The last, the last but not last, is where the audience behind the camera. The audience behind the camera should be a part of your imagination, where you imagine the right one to listen, and you imagine the right one that are going to absorb your interest, imagination, art for them. It's like your imagination art have its own audience. That's where your imagination should be at. I have to go. So let's kiss you, bye. Kiss you so much. Not with my big wise, big angle camera properties for your poor